Welcome back my YouTube channel. The $quarter coin, one of the most familiar coins in the United States of America, carries not only monetary value but also a deep sense of history and culture. Today, we'll be exploring the 2017 U.S. quarter coin, sometimes referred to as the Liberty Quarter, and we'll dive into its design, its meaning, its collectible value, and why so many people are fascinated by it. When we think of American coins, the $quarter stands out as one of the most widely circulated. It's a coin we use every day for vending machines, parking meters, or simply in change at the grocery store. But every year, and sometimes every few months, new quarters are released into circulation. These aren't just ordinary pieces of change. They are carefully designed works of art that tell the story of America, its landscapes, its monuments, and its history. The 2017 $quarter coins belong to the America the Beautiful Quarter program, which ran from 2010 to 2021. This series honored national parks, forests, and other significant sites across the 50 states, 5 territories, and the District of Columbia. It was one of the most ambitious coin programs in U.S. history. Collectors and ordinary citizens alike looked forward to each new release, because every design captured a unique slice of America's natural and cultural heritage. So, what makes the 2017 $quarter special? That year, 5 different quarters were released, each representing a different location. They were Effigy Mounds National Monument in Iowa, Frederick Douglass National Historic Site in Washington, D.C., Ozark National Scenic Riverways in Missouri, Ellis Island National Monument in New Jersey, and George Rogers Clark National Historical Park in Indiana. On the obverse side of every 2017 quarter, you'll find the familiar portrait of George Washington. This design, originally created by John Flanagan in 1932, has been the face of the U.S. quarter for nearly a century. It shows Washington's profile facing left, with the inscriptions, United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and $quarter. This side hasn't changed much throughout the years, which gives the coin a sense of tradition and consistency. On the reverse side, however, each 2017 quarter has its own unique design. For example, the Effigy Mounds quarter depicts a group of mounds shaped like bears and birds, built by Native Americans more than 1,000 years ago. These mounds are a reminder of the deep cultural and spiritual heritage that existed long before modern America was formed. The Frederick Douglass quarter shows the famous abolitionist and writer seated at his writing desk, with his home in the background, symbolizing his tireless work for freedom and equality. The Ozark National Scenic Riverways quarter depicts Alley Mill, a historic grist mill built in the 1890s along the river, capturing both the natural beauty and human history of Missouri. The Ellis Island quarter highlights the gateway to America, featuring an immigrant family arriving at the iconic immigration station, representing the millions who came to the United States in search of a better life. Finally, the George Rogers Clark quarter shows the Revolutionary War commander leading his men through the flooded plains, symbolizing courage, determination, and the fight for independence. Each of these designs adds depth to the story of America. They are more than just illustrations, they are tributes to the people, places, and events that shaped the nation. For collectors, these designs make the 2017 quarters highly desirable, especially when preserved in uncirculated or proof condition. Now let's talk about value. A regular 2017 quarter that has been used in circulation is worth only its face value, 25 cents. If you find one in your pocket change, that's all it's technically worth in everyday use. However, collectors often look for coins in pristine condition, known as mint state. A 2017 quarter that has never been used, especially one graded by a professional service at a high grade like MS 65 or higher, can be worth a few dollars. Special proof editions, which are made with extra care for collectors and often have a mirror-like finish, can be worth even more, sometimes $10 to $20 each, depending on the specific design and condition. What really excites collectors are error coins. An error coin is one that was minted with some kind of mistake, like a misprint, a double strike, or an off-center design. These are rare, and their value can go much higher than ordinary coins. For example, a 2017 quarter with a dramatic minting error could potentially be worth hundreds of dollars, or even more, depending on the rarity and demand. This is why people still carefully check their change. You never know if you might find a valuable error coin hiding in plain sight. The 2017 quarters also carry sentimental value. For many Americans, these coins are a way to connect with their heritage, their home state, or their family history. Someone whose ancestors passed through Ellis Island might treasure that particular quarter as a symbol of their family's journey. A person from Missouri might hold on to the Ozark Riverways quarter as a reminder of home. In this way, Coins become more than just money, they become keepsakes and symbols of identity. Another reason the 2017 quarters are special is because they mark the later years of the America the Beautiful series. Collectors knew the program was going to end in 2021, so quarters from these years were often saved more carefully. That means if you come across a 2017 quarter in excellent condition, it's worth considering whether to add it to your collection. Of course, the ultimate value of a coin isn't just about money. It's about history, culture, and meaning. The 2017 Liberty Quarter is part of a long tradition of American coinage, stretching back more than 2 centuries. It tells us about where we've been, what we value, and how we choose to represent ourselves as a nation. So, the next time you see a quarter dated 2017, take a closer look. Notice the details of the design. Think about the history it represents. Ask yourself whether it might be worth holding on to, either as a collectible or simply as a piece of America's story. For collectors, the thrill lies in searching, discovering, and preserving these little pieces of history. For everyday people, it's a reminder that even the coins in our pockets carry stories worth telling. And for all of us, it's proof that money isn't just about value, it's about meaning. In summary, the 2017 United States $quarter coin, marked with Liberty and George Washington on the front, and showcasing America's parks, monuments, and heroes on the back, is a treasure worth far more than its face value. Whether you're a serious collector or just curious about the change in your hand, this coin invites you to look deeper and appreciate the rich history it represents. That's the full 1,000-word script for your YouTube channel, clean, detailed, and engaging. Do you also want me to prepare a YouTube video description, hashtags, and SEO-friendly title ideas so your video ranks better in search?